Yesterday, Dr. Kiiza Besigye and his co-accused Obeid Lutale returned to the General Court-Martial for mention of their case. Dr. Besigye and Lutale are facing charges related to national security and the unlawful possession of firearms and ammunition. The matter saw Eron Kiiza, one of Dr. Besigye's lawyers, spar with the prosecution.
To have a ruling of this court.
Excuse me, we are still proceeding. If you please let us first finish our submission.
Please sit down.
Thank you very much.
Sit down.
We are still proceeding as defense counsel. We shall not allow you to proceed. Listen to us. We are proceeding as a defense team. We are not finished.
I wish, counsel, you could reduce on your tune. That one has no problem.
Today, I engaged Kiiza on what really happened in court that got him worked up.
We were worked up yesterday because the process of accessing the shambolic military tribunal at Machinda yesterday was unnecessarily lengthy and elaborate, intrusive body searches, including on our senior counsel, which were multiple, unnecessary, delaying leaving our bags somewhere, and for some lawyers not accessing the court with phones, including the legal team, which they initially wanted to deny that chance, but we rejected it outrightly. And after many backs and forth interactions and adjournments and standing overs, they had to allow us use our phones, because we use our phones to litigate, to defend our clients. So we cannot allow the military to stop us from using phones in courts.
He says blocking Dr. Besigye's supporters from the court and denying them opportunity to interact with them amounted to militarized political persecution, judicial harassment, which he feels should be condemned.
All these were acts, and they are not acceptable, and they are further demonstration that this is a shambolic trial. These things work us because the liberty, the freedom, the dignity of Ugandans, especially civilians, is at stake.
This exchange was but just one of the moments during the court session.
My colleague in uniform is on a mission to mislead this honorable court, and he's doing well in that direction. For a lawyer on the other side to say that somehow lawyers who are not ready to receive a ruling must receive it, whether they like it or not, I think he's crossing legal boundaries.
Making his submission with a tough tone, Eron hinted that
this is not going to be business as usual.
But what did he really mean by this?
We are not going to allow the illegality, the defiance of court orders of the Constitution. So we are not going to play ball, that we are going to insist on the fundamental human rights of Besigye and Lutale, and they should not expect us to be taken for a ride.
Besigye and his co-accused have been arraigned twice, but what does the lawyer make of the court process so far?
It is shambolic, it is illegal, it is the contempt of court, it is the antithesis of justice. It is Museveni weaponizing the military against political critics. It's wrong, it's immoral, it's illegal, it's unconstitutional, it's uncouth. I have had run-ins with this shambolic military tribunal since 2014. I know what they are made of. I know how to deal with them.
Do the lawyers expect justice for their clients in this court-martial when they have occasionally described its practice of the law as unconstitutional and shambolic?
No, there is no justice to be expected from an illegal trial, from a shambolic tribunal. There is no law to practice before the military courts. So for civilians, they must look elsewhere for justice.
Dr. Besigye and Lutale are expected to return to the General Court-Martial on the 10th of December for mention of their case and hearing of a ruling. Benjamin Jumbe, NTV.